When you don't feel like recording, this is the easiest way. Hey Sheena, hey Miss Denise, how you doing? I'll get better at planning these things. I promise you I will. But y'all know I'm so sporadic with it. It's not even funny. And sometimes I just want to talk and don't feel like going through all the video hoopla and etc. etc. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm feeling this Saturday. Sometimes you just need to chat and get a few things out. Hey, Reds, what's going on, baby? How's your Saturday? How's your Saturday going? How's your Saturday going? I just had a few things to get off my mind and didn't feel like doing a video. I promise you I didn't at all. At all. So for those that's in here, if you just want to listen, I'm fine with that. But I am so taken aback by this whole triangulation and how people don't really understand what's going on with that for the life of me. And it's something very the whole we they. Hey blessings. Hey blessings. Blessings on blessings. I promise you I have trigger words and I've shared with my chatters before that y'all is one of them. And then another word one of my triggers is we or they when someone is telling a story and it's they said or we said, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to say like who is we? Who's we? Who's they? What Calvary are you speaking of? Because I don't know we or they. Or are you just saying that to validate your feelings and in order to do so you need backup? You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with we or they. It really it makes me feel away. The whole we or they. And it's something that N word does, as far as having narcissism or those that are diagnosed with it, that is one of the tactics that they used. Sheena, calm down, baby. Nothing happened. I promise you. At least nothing happened that I'm concerned with. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happened. I was just really just sitting back. I had a really good day, and it was just something that I was thinking about and journaling about when people are having conversations or sharing certain things, how they have to always go to the we or they. You know what I'm saying? And it always makes me wonder, like, why are you using that? Why do you have to say we or they? Like, why does that have to validate what you're stating? Why can't you just state that by yourself? So I was just thinking about that and said I wanted to chat about it. The whole we they thing that irritates me when people are telling a story because they said, "Are you serious right now?" Hey, Niecy Pooh, how you doing? Hey, virtuous woman, how you doing, baby? Hi, Miss Craig. How's your Saturdays? Hey, Lone Ranger, how you doing, love? How's your Saturdays? I hope everybody is doing amazing. I really do. I truly do. I didn't feel like doing a video and putting pictures and music and all that. So I just wanted to come on and chat a little bit about triangulation. And of all people, the Kardashians sparked this conversation. And I'm not really a fan of them. I'm going to just be completely honest. I'm not a fan at all. I'm not a fan, but it triggered a thought with people using we and they when telling a story and how people have to validate their statements to include others. That's just crazy to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Just like I don't like y'all, I don't like we or they when repeating a story. It irritates me. It doesn't sit right with my spirit. No, Lone Ranger, not the flu. This has to be the season too. Rest to go isn't feeling well as feeling too well as at all. So one time for our ret, she's not feeling too well. But this is the season when a lot of people are, really feeling well, especially with the change of weather. That gets me too. Hey, precious love. I hope you getting fluids and some soup and just taking it easy, Lone Ranger. That's needed. It's really needed. And getting your vitamins in. How you doing, precious? How's your Saturday? And how many times has somebody told you a story and had to recite it and saying they said, yes, Niecy Pooh, you better get those online college assessments. I'm here for all of that. I promise you I am. It's the we they. Y'all even saying it, it just disrupts my spirit. Why must? Why must we or they? I love that, Precious. I love that. It's great. I truly, truly do. They said, y'all said, they said, hey, Miss Paul, how you doing? How's your Saturday going, baby? I hope it's going well. I hope you ate some good food and had some good snacks. I sure did. I'm trying to figure out what I want next. I really am. But I was telling you, of all people, the Kardashians sparked this conversation, and I'm not a fan of them, but I'll fill you in on a little bit of that tea if you care, because I promise you I don't. Um, I'm just not a fan of the family. But Courtney and Kim were bickering, as they always do. And Kim, on this one episode, felt the need to tell her sister, you know, we talk to all of your friends and they say the same things about you, and we have to speak to them privately because your friends say these things about you too. So in that moment, it made me think, like, one, no one, if you're friends with someone or related to someone, you shouldn't be discussing them in a negative light. So it just shows what type of sister she is. But it really made me say, like, why do people do that? If they're in a quarrel with someone, why do you have this need to include others to say that they also feel the same way, validating your statement, even if it's not true? And I see that people do that time and time again. They might not even have said that, but you have to include others just to make your statement substantial or validated. That makes no sense to me. I did, Precious. It was really good. I played with the kids and had a good time. Hey, Shell, my Shell Bell. Yeah, and it got me to thinking. I said, wow, what a horrible human being, one, to be talking about your sister in a negative light with others. But why do you feel the need, and why do others feel the need to do that? And that's really, triangulation is really so common in narcissism. And that's one of the traits that people kind of overlook. They have this need to have to include others so that their points can feel valid, and they have to say we or they, and that's just it makes no sense to me why people have to do that, or why you can't stand alone on your own thought. If I think that John Smith is an asshole, then that's my sentiment and my sentiment alone. Why do I have to say, well, when I was talking to Patty and Nikki, they also, why do people go to this extreme just to prove their point? I don't understand that for the life of me. I promise you I don't. Stand on how you feel without the need to include others. That's just crazy to me that people do that. Hey, my Jim, don't we or they me simply because you have an opinion. I would never do that. And to me, it's almost as if you're throwing people under the bus too when you include others just to say they also feel the same way. Well, if they feel the same way, why not let them express that? Why are you doing so? And I see that not only with the saga, you guys, like I see that just in life too, that people have to include others simply to make their point valid. I hate it, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't feel like making a video about it, so I just had to chat about it and get it out because I know somebody somewhere knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. I would never ever do that. I think it's rude, one, you're including others in mess that's not their own, and it's no reason to. If you have an opinion or if you feel a way about someone, that's your opinion and your sentiments only. There's no need to say we or they feel the same way. That's horrible. And that's such a trait in narcissism that people really overlook because they do that a lot. That need to have that triangulation and that bond so others can fit in that shape, in that triangle with them, so we can all sit and pump and cheer and say yes, yes, I feel the same way too. Exactly, Shell. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's crazy. That's crazy. The need to throw others in the mess with the we or the they. That it's just, I don't understand why people do that. I don't understand why narcissists do that. And I don't understand why people continuously have to include others simply to validate an opinion that they have themselves. You're doing others a major disservice. And as a friend, I would be offended. Let's just say if I'm very close with, my sister, and my sister makes a Facebook post and say, we all feel the same way regarding this particular family member. What if I don't? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What if I don't? Or what if they don't? You've now included other people in your mess simply because you have an issue with a person, place, or thing. There's no reason to do that. And you are really showing that you exhibit narcissistic tendencies by doing so. Yes, Lone Ranger. Yes. Yes. That's why I had to get that out really quickly because I said, you know what? No, this is really bothering me. And it's a something that I had to get out, whether it's writing or a video or whether it's live. It's really just something that I had to get out because it really, truly, tremendously bothers me when people, do that. The we they syndrome. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair and I don't like it at all. I've seen that in this story, in this saga a lot, the need to have to say, they said as well, or they also feel this way with things that went public on social media. It's just insane to me. I never understood the need to do that. Yes, exactly, Shell. It's that need to have a team. Like you have to have an army behind you to make your point valid. Whatever happened to being an individual or individuality, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to standing on your own and saying, I feel this way and I only. Why do others have to share your sentiment? I don't have to agree with you. Maybe I don't share that sentiment, but don't we, they, y'all me. And I see this time and time again, and especially I've seen this a lot in this particular story. I feel like that's how it got so far. People having, or, one woman, let me start there, one woman having to have her feelings validated by going to social media so other people can also say, yes, I feel the same way. So now she has her we and her they. You know what I'm saying? Certain people need that. They need that because they're unwilling to stand on their own with their own opinion. They have to come and say this to others. Hey, Mikey. Hey, sweet black tea, come sip. And I feel like this is literally what started this saga. And I just keep seeing these reoccurring patterns all the time of this whole we they syndrome. People do it in our personal lives, people do it in relationships. Hey, Miss Nancy, how you doing, sweetheart? Or even if you're hearing a story, how many times when you hear a story, you have to, yep, because they was over there. You know what I mean? People, it's their. I'm laughing and I don't mean to, but it's being so normalized. But when you think about it, who are they? Who is this they that you speak of? Who is this we that you speak of? And why do you have to have an army to speak for you? That's just insane to me. It's just I don't mean to giggle, y'all. I promise I don't, because it's not funny because it causes a lot of damage and it causes a lot of friction, you know what I'm saying? By people feeling the need to include others. That's just insane to me. And I see it time and time again, or even when you're listening to stories or people are repeating a story to you, they have to include a we and they have to include a they. Hey, Miss Briggs. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope your Saturday was okay. It's just so repetitive to me and it's getting worse and I don't people just say it so it just comes out so easily. And to me it's actually quite the opposite. I always when I think of something I have to say you know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much, Miss Davis. I appreciate you. Truly I do. Thank you, Miss Davis. Hey, Miss Savage. How are you? How's your Saturday, sweetheart? I hope it's well. I hope nobody told you a story today and said we are they. I truly do. I truly do. Treasure. Hey, my love. Again, thank you, Miss Davis. I truly appreciate you. It chatters, I promise you. I know I seem quirky, but I can't. That's something that gets me, y'all. I can't when I hear the we or the they. It drives me nuts, like fingers down the chalkboard nuts. Because I'm one of those people. Well, who's they? Who exactly is we? I can't stand it. Don't do that to me, or don't do that to others. I'm so glad, Miss Savage. I'm glad your day was well, and mine was too. Thank you so much, Puddin' Pop. I appreciate you. Because I need to know who just exactly who we is. Who? Why? It makes you feel like you're going nuts sometimes when you question, the things that others say or do. You know what I'm saying? Literally, this story started with a we they mentality. You know what I'm saying? I have to go to social media so they can know how I feel, so they can share this same sentiment. And now instead of I can say we. How insane is that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. Don't we, they, or y'all me. I'm not doing this. Absolutely not. I lose all interest in this story once I start hearing words like, yep, because they said, are you for real right now? Really? Because they ain't say a damn thing. 9 times out of 10, they ain't say a damn thing. You just need that to make your story sound better. You know what I'm saying? Child, get somebody else to do it. Those are trigger words for me and should be trigger words to everyone else when people try to use that triangulation against you. Mm-mm-mm. Abort mission. Mission aborted. There is nothing remotely okay about statements such as that or terms such as that. Pay close attention when people are talking to you and communicating with you or even repeating a story. And if you find them repeating those words over and over again, we or they're full of shit. That I'm just not doing that. They're full of it. Sorry, y'all. I had to have a little swig. I'm juicing right now in beets. Oh gosh, as much as I don't like them, I need them. But yeah, I got some beets in my juices right now, and it's making me feel away. But once I get it down, I'll be better. Oh, child. I'm sorry, chatters. I really just had to get that out with this whole we day thing. It bothers me. It bothers me, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it that we have to form circles simply because we feel away. Completely bonkers to me. I don't like it at all. Not one little bit. And it's so it's just not okay. I can't express it enough. It's just not okay, especially in relationships. It's just not okay. Triangulation is never, ever okay. It's just never okay. And no one, I don't know why people doing that. Oh gosh, y'all. It's irritating. I promise. Even with something as simple like in a relationship, like when people make statements or tell other people, my ex won't leave me alone or my ex wants to get back together with me, this is literally just them trying to form triangulation to get the ex to behave in a certain way, and people don't see that just by using those terms. And it's a form of gaslighting. Like, why do people do that or behave in that manner? I don't understand. It's so manipulative, it's not even funny. Like, you're literally pulling a third person into an argument to simply form a triangle. It just makes no sense, and they say that it's not done intentionally, but narcissists, as you know, are very strategic, and they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing when they do this. And for those that don't know, with with triangulation and using that, it's you're distracting from the real issue or argument, and you're trying to tip the scale in your favor. You're reinforcing your own sense of superiority, and you're attempting to like resolve the conflict or situation by using a third party just to make your own point validated. You're going to now throw somebody else in and cause all that damage. That's not okay. It's not okay at all. And I'll say this. Exactly, Shell. And I'll say this because I'm seeing this more common, especially in the saga. When it comes to triangulation, there's different roles that one can have. Okay. And one of the roles that stick out to me, it's called the rescuer. Look that up. Hey, my Retta, I hope you're feeling better. The rescuer is the narcissist support person. Okay, every narcissist has to have that support person. If they've formed a triangle in triangulation, they have a rescuer. Now this person engages to make their party feel superior, and the rescuer fixes things and smooth things over, but again, all while keeping the narcissist in mind. Every narcissist needs the rescuer, and as far as one of the roles when they form a triangulation, and the victim being the narcissist itself or the persecutor, and this person is seen as the instigator. They have all these different types of people, these three types of people to form that triangle. You have the persecutor, you have the victim, and then you have the rescuer. The victim is the party itself, being the person that's forming the triangle and have to validate their statements with the we or they, or go to the internet and tells people X, Y, and Z. That's the victim. But then the victim also has to go and gather the persecutor, and then the victim also has to go and gather the rescuer. And the rescuer is very vocal. That's the victim's spokesperson, so to say. And this is not only in relationships and in life, and it's also in our careers. So it's just when it comes to that we or they role, people take it so lightly when people use those terms with telling a story, but it's really part of a deeper issue. And pay attention to people that use those statements when they're telling a story, whether it's from their relationship or a family situation or whatever the case may be. The moment you start to hear we or they, I would look at it through a different lens for your sanity and not be a part of that triangle. It's not okay. How you feeling, my Retta? And I hope you got some soup and not just some damn Wendy's. Oh, you know what, sis? I didn't even tell anybody to hit the like button because I came in just to chat. I was gonna do a video about it, but I didn't feel, my fellow creator, you know how it goes with videos and getting your pictures and uploading and getting the music and getting everything right. I really didn't feel like doing that with this conversation, so I just wanted to hop on live to get it out. But yes, make sure to hit the like button. Thanks, sis. I be forgetting. Truly, I do. But yeah, and did you get something to eat? Because if you didn't, I'm gonna be mad at you. But yeah, don't overlook those statements when you hear people, and start paying attention, y'all, just in whether it's what you intake with what you're watching or either what you outtake. Start paying attention. And if you start hearing those terms over and over again, we, they, start to look at it through a different lens and make sure that you're not being placed in a triangle. The narcissist has the most fun when they form their triangle. Just saying. That's what they do. It's literally what they do. Terrible, but I'm trying to get food now. Get some food, and I told you you gotta get some Vicks too. Just listen. Listen to those key terms, I promise you, and it'll make much more sense. Or even ask the questions when someone is, well, who are you talking about? Who are you referring to? I do. I know people hate it and can seem that I'm being, sarcastic or an idiot, but I'm sorry, I can't just have a conversation and someone is gonna say, well, they said, because my follow-up question to your story is gonna be, well, who's they? Because I want to know. And I need you to tell me that, include that in the story. And if not, then please don't say they and just make sure that you are speaking for yourself and yourself only. Just saying. Okay, Lone Ranger, I knew I wasn't the only one. I need to know. Well, in speaking with them, and we agree. Who's we? Even when I was in the corporate world, the 95, and well, we agree that who's we? And I'm sorry. You need to ask those questions because I'm not just going to allow somebody to just kind of, no, I'm not doing that. I won't give somebody that satisfaction. And those that continuously do it have never been checked on it before. So they feel comfortable doing it. That's their safe space. Anytime they tell a story, and hey, one person in particular might come to mind when I'm saying this, but when they tell a story and they have to include others and they repeatedly do it, it's because they've never been checked before and nobody ever asked them, who are you talking about? Who's we? Who's they? Start holding people accountable when they come to you with these stories and saying things like that and not asking who exactly you're speaking of. Because if they can't give you a name, if they can't include the names of the person that they are speaking of when they use this blanket statement of we or they, then that story is 100% bullshit. Bullshit. And I would tune out completely after that. Start holding, mm-mm. Hold them accountable. I'm not doing that. Oh, sorry, y'all. I couldn't unmute for a minute. Can't stand it, y'all. Get you some soup. And I told you, not no damn chicken sandwich either. Something really, really good and soothing for your stomach. Soup will feel really, really good, I promise you. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, y'all. And even it's so that part, Shelley. And people do it so much too. It even like the narcissistic triangulation, it even trickles down into parenting. Like, let's just say if mom and dad are at odds or going through something, you know what I mean? Then the narcissist will do something like, well, if they know that the other parent doesn't want to take them to Disney World or doesn't want them to have a particular candy, what that party will do is then give them that. You know what I'm saying? They will literally give them that because that's what they do. They're forming that triangulation with their own child. Or if they refuse to communicate with the other party, they will use the child to then say things or in conversations and won't speak directly to the parent. Tell your mommy, tell your daddy. It's so dangerous with those type of people, my chatters. Like, they're wicked. Thank you so much, Lone Ranger. Those type of people are wicked, y'all. I can't stress it enough. They will go to any extreme to form that triangle. Any extreme. Please don't get a chicken sandwich. Or even and I didn't go through this, but what like, and I've had other people, not saying their names, but they'll even go as far as, if there's a custody situation in place, they'll make sure to grill the child. Well, what did your dad or your mom do, or what they will form this triangle. Like they're really, really dangerous people. Like they would go so far to even get the tea from their own child, not even knowing that you are doing this. You are using the narcissistic triangle. They do this. They're very dangerous people. They're dangerous people. They're dangerous and wicked, and they know exactly what they're doing. Whether it's relationships or even with their own child, they will form that triangle just to be able to have that we moment, because they cannot simply use statements such as I. It has to be a we. They need others to validate their feelings. It's completely insane. And I can't listen to it. I can't. I refuse to listen to it or even allow somebody to insult my intelligence with repeating a story with they said. Now I'm not going to listen. Tell me how you feel. Let's start there. This is a conversation between you and I. So let's use those type of statements. Let's use you. Let's use I. There's no we here and there's no they present. And if they can't have conversations, I conversations, something is wrong. An adult in a great mental space can have conversations using I. I question the sanity of others that cannot. I truly do. Mm-mm. No. Don't triangle me. It's so manipulative. Hi, Miss Tonya. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope your Saturday is going well. I just had to pop my ish real quick, Miss Tonya, if you coming in. Just had to pop my ish. I was talking about we, they, I statements and ugh, how it just gets me going, child. It just, ooh, it butters my biscuits, and I had to get that out really quickly because I want my chatters I don't want my chatters to fall victim to that or even allow someone to try to insult their intelligence by doing so to them. I don't like it. We're smarter than that. We're better than that. We're wiser than that. We ask those questions. We ask who is we. We ask who is they. And as adults, we are strong enough and independent enough to stand and state, I said, or I feel. I don't need a we in anything I say. I don't need a they in anything I state. I'm an individual. We are individuals, whether in life or whether in reporting or whether it's through this saga or our day to day or with dealing with our bosses or whatever the case may be. When I'm having a one-on-one conversation, let's use those terms you or I. There's no reason for a we or they. Don't use that to try to validate your feelings. Yes, Miss Tonya. Mm-mm. Just something I was feeling today. After a lovely peaceful day and some reads. Fences, if you didn't know, is now on Netflix. It looks like they're trying to, add some variety, child, because Netflix, I feel like it's been the same movies or whatever for months now, but at least I'm starting to see something new. So I have been watching Fences to give those some views. And yeah, chatters, there's just something that was on my mind. I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, so please don't think that, but I just had to get that out for my chatters, and hopefully I don't want anybody to we or they you. I really don't, because I appreciate y'all. You tune in, you support, and if I find something or if I know something and I want to share that can make us better, then I'm going to talk about it. I am going to talk about it. You see how easy that is to say I? Look at me. Ain't I grown up? See how easy it is? See how easy it is to say I and not need a we or a they? It feels really good. It truly does. My niecey boo! My niecey boo! I love you, baby. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Oh shit. Good evening, Jen. Um, hey, Dee Dee. It feels so good to say I. It really does. It really does. Who's Ma? Who's Mo? Hey, Dee Dee. Who's Mo? Loan. I don't know if you're a real person or not. Lawan. Oh, okay. How you doing, Dee Dee? Retta is sick, y'all. She is under the weather. We're gonna try to get her something to eat. She says she's not gonna eat a chicken sandwich, so I feel good about that. How you doing, Lawan? Good. I'm glad to hear it, Dee Dee. And what movie you said was good? Heist 88 is a great movie. I'm gonna have to check that out because I need something else to watch. I really do. We and they will be sitting in jail together while I'm at Jen. You better say it again. Hey, Christmas. I told you before. I love your name. See what I'm saying, Jen? You said a mouthful. We and they will be somewhere else, child, and I will be minding my business. Hey, my rainbow. How you doing, my love? How was your weekend? Oh, your Saturday. It's not Sunday yet. I'm gonna start planning my lives a little bit better, y'all, because you know I just hop on. And so many they weren't getting the notifications, which makes me feel a way about that. I don't know, YouTube, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together and start sending out these notifications because that's not cool at all. Send those notifications. You know how many times I get in the comments and say, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even know." They don't send in notifications. Hey, Cancer 66, how you been doing, baby? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Or maybe I did. I tell y'all my short-term memory is horrible. How's your Saturday? And I hope nobody we or they'd you today. That's what I was talking about because it really butters my biscuits. Does that irritate y'all too when somebody hits you with that? Ain't it? Jen came with a word on that one. Jim came with a whole entire word. Just maxing and relaxing. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I promise you, if I shared some of the messages I get in my inbox from weird accounts, I literally just block, but I don't know. I guess it's somebody from the other side, child. Why do people waste their time sending this? I'm either just gonna laugh or delete you, child. But to the person that just messaged me on Facebook, um, thank you, but I don't sound dumb. But thank you for taking time out of your day to just send me that message to say that I sound dumb. Child, get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing this with y'all. Hey, Monique, how you doing, baby? Don't waste your time, child. Imma just eat a sandwich on you. I don't got time for that. You sound dumb. Well, you just dumb. At least I just sounded. How about you are dumb? That part. Don't do me. Yes, Cancer. You will see the fruits of your labor soon. We claiming it in advance. Yes, we are. So glad you're putting that time in. Truly. Why are people this retarded? Oh my goodness, y'all. Stop messaging me. Look here, for whoever that is on if y'all just listening, please. No need. It's really no need. If I want to talk about her, I will freely because I can do that. See how easy that was? Just saying. Child, what's wrong with these people? We just gonna have to pray because I don't see any other option other than prayer and sage. Maybe a spell or two. Cause Lord have mercy. I question the mental stability. Mentally, are you stable? I'm concerned. Child, get somebody else to do it. That part, Lone Ranger, I never seen anything like it in my life. Like, never seen nothing like it in my life. Child, I can be sitting up here talking about a turkey and cheese sandwich, and somebody will send a message talking about leave her alone. What? I was talking about a sandwich. But okay. Thanks for taking time out of your day to send me a message. Appreciate it. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Miss Barbara. How are you, love? How you feeling this Saturday? In fact, how was your Saturday? I hope it was good. I hope you had a good Saturday. Sorry, y'all. I be getting distracted. Ooh, because I can't think of anything else that would make sense, Lone Ranger, for the life of me. Like, what would possess you to do certain things? I don't get it. That's that we they shit, y'all. That we they shit. Very well, Miss Jones. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for asking. Shells, what's up, my Shell? How you doing this Saturday? Yes, Jen, I am getting dressed up for Halloween, and I want to be Tyrone Biggums. I don't know for those people that watched Dave Chappelle. I want to be Tyrone Biggums this year. So you thinking Millie Vanilli? Is it gonna be you and somebody else, or you just gonna be the Millie? Or you gonna be the Vanilli? But I want to be Tyrone Biggums from the Dave Chappelle show. Just saying. I don't like to do the traditional. You know, with women, they only give us options such as, sexy nurse or something. I don't like that. Glad to hear it, my shells. So glad to hear it. And Millie Vanilli, Jen, you a character. I'm not mad though. Chappelle show. Yeah, I think I'm doing Tyrone Biggums this year. I really, really do. I always put thought into my Tyrone Biggums is just of interest to me. It's the fabulous for me, shells. That's how you're supposed to feel. I don't see you in the chat, but K Couture, if that's the name, K Couture, thank you for the cash app. I really appreciate it. I've never seen that name before or seen you before. but thank you if you're here or listening. So, hold on, y'all, because I don't want to report inaccurately. Exactly, Jen. I'm sure you could find another fool. If I was in your area, I'd be the fool with you, child. I promise you. I like good costumes like that, creative costumes. Miss me with that witch or, that's so basic. Absolutely, positively no morals, Lone Ranger. None whatsoever. And I'm learning that and I'm seeing that more and more. I'm seeing that more and more and more. I really am. It's disgusting when you think about it. Miss Rosalind, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing, love? How you feeling this Saturday? It's the exclamation point for me. And the values. Exactly. Feel better, our vets. Hey, Barbies all. How you doing, lovely? How's your Saturday? How you feeling? I hope all is well. I hope you're not letting anybody hit you with the we or they. That was my little rant today. It was just something that was irritating my spirit chatters, and I couldn't do a video about it, but I just, I promise you, I do not like Robin. What's up, baby? Hey, Candy girl. I do not like we they at all. Beautiful weather. I'm jealous. Where you at? Where you getting this beautiful weather? Oh no, don't, because you don't have to say your location. But it's like fall. We're getting into those seasons. For those coming in, my chat was about people using the terms we or they to validate their statements or their feelings, and how it just really, really drives me insane, and how narcissists use that triangulation to make their point feel more valid. And I had to get that out because it really bothers me that people do that. Peace, 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 Kev, peace. Hey, Diva. Hey. And it bothers me, y'all. It bothers me so much so I said, you know what? I can't even do a video. I just have to kind of get this out because I do not like that triangulation, and people are doing it so often, and no one is questioning or just asking a basic question. Who's we? Who's they? That drives me nuts, and people just turn a blind eye to it. I'm glad you get in your suit. Thank you, Barbie doll. They really do. Hey, Miss Charisse. It's literally like not like triangulation is a situation within itself, but like the narcissistic triangulation, like it's intentional. They do that intentionally. Like they are using that manipulative tool to validate their feelings. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And it's such an emotional manipulation tactic, and it's just not fair. It's just not fair because you're literally distracting from the main issue. And I told y'all before, pay attention because it's three roles now. It's three roles with this triangulation. You got the persecutor, you got the victim. That's the one that needs to have the we or they. And then you have the rescuer. That's the most vocal. That's the person that believes their shit the most. And that's going to be the most vocal. But the victim, keep in mind, is the one that started and formed the triangle. And then you have the persecutor, the instigator. They literally do this intentionally. And I can't stand it. I literally shut down when someone is telling a story to me and they say, they said, I shut down because I know it's bullshit. Following that, if you can't answer the simple question, who is they? then please don't use that in a conversation with me. Just say I. It's literally that simple. It's so frustrating. Or even watching people talk or communicate when I hear these, whether it's on, these YT streets or, on the book or, podcast or whatever the case may be. It's irritating when I hear that. I just don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. And it's dangerous, extremely dangerous. Yes, get well soon, put and pop. Something I had to get out, chatters. I really did. It was bothering me. And I don't like it. I can't stress it enough. I know it's so repetitive, chatters, but I can't. It grinds my gears, you guys. Hey, Tajay, how you doing, baby? I hope your Saturday was okay. It grinds my gears. And we need to learn these things because unfortunately, chatters, we're dealing with some different entities in this climate. 2023 is a different year. Not even going into numerology and all of that and approaching 2024, but we have to prepare ourselves for dealing with these types of entities and these types of individuals because they're out here and they're amongst us and they are manipulative and they will have you thinking that you're crazy and you're actually quite the opposite. They will have you questioning yourself because you're wondering, huh? What? When did I say, or did I do what? No. Just be mindful of your intake and your outtake. That includes what you watch, that includes who you listen to, whether it's even in a conversation in real life. Have to be mindful of that. I don't like what's out here now. I don't like where we're going, the direction that we're going. I don't like this climate. I don't like this temperature. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not cool. And this is why we have to educate ourselves on certain things or certain types of individuals. I don't know what changed. I don't know if the food or I literally, it's just human beings are different nowadays, chatters. Hey, Commissioner, how you doing, love? Tajay, that is so amazing. That is so amazing. I hope y'all ring the hell out of that bell for your mama. I'm glad that she's cancer free. Blessings to you and your family. I mean that truly. How you doing, Commissioner Keeley? How's your Saturday going? Hope it's going well. Truly. That part, Miss Crystal. Tell the truth. That made me tongue tied. Tell the truth, shame the devil. My grandmother used to say that. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? I am very well, Miss Keeley. Thank you so much for asking. How are you, Miss Carson? I hope your Saturday is going amazing. Exactly, Lone Ranger. Prayer hands for Tajay and Tajay's mama that gets to ring that bell and is cancer free. That's amazing. I love to hear stuff like that. Y'all know my feelings about cancer. Prayers to all that we lost to that, my mommy included, and everyone that goes through it. Good. Glad to hear it, Andrea. I'm glad you're well. Glad you're well. Receive those hands. Receive those hands, Tajay. You and mommy deserve them. You really do. My chatters, my chatters. I appreciate y'all. Truly, I do. Hold on, y'all. I'm here, but hold on. Prayers up, Andrea, and happy belated birthday to your mother. My mother's birthday was 9/11, lost her to breast cancer. So I feel you. I pray for you. I uplift you. Prayers of thanksgiving. Yes, blessings and strength. What y'all snacking on? I need some snack ideas while I'm unwinding, child. That we and day. Y'all done calm me down because I was so worked up. I watched something and someone used those terms and it was triggering for me. And I said, okay, I got to talk about it. I got to talk about it. I don't want none of my peoples in no damn triangle. You deserve it, Tajay. You deserve it. I know it was. I know it was, Andrea. But you got through it. You got through it, baby. You got through it. And you'll continue to do so. And it doesn't matter how many years go by, you know what I'm saying? It still stings. You know what I'm saying? It still stings. And that's what people fail to realize. It still stings. I don't care if it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It still stings. Every Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? It's a reminder. So it stings. I get it. I feel it. You don't have an appetite, Lone Ranger? I hope everything's all right. Oh, a fruit tray from Sam's Club and some chicken salad. Jim, you hit that. I want all of that. Give me the fruit tray and I can sit there with a bowl of chicken salad and dip it with a Ritz crapper. Crapper. And dip it with a Ritz cracker. It has to be a Ritz or maybe a premium saltines, but I prefer a Ritz when it comes to my chicken salad, child. Or either on a sandwich, but on a little cracker poo, child, I will sit there and eat that up. I know, Andrea. You will when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You will when you're ready. And that's all that matters. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Returning to the cemetery is never easy. Don't rush it. When you get the feeling, you'll go. You will go. Yes, Tajay. Hey, Miss Hassana, how you doing, baby? Waiting for your soup. It's that chicken salad with those Ritz for me. It gets me every time. Sorry, y'all. I'm being rude. I just be chatting. Hey, Miss Belton. Happy Saturday, love. It's okay, Andrea. How's your Saturday, Miss Belton? I hope it was a good one. And I hope you don't have to listen to nobody telling those stories using terms such as we or they. Woo, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. That's one way to get me out the conversation or to stop tuning in. You're very welcome, Miss Andrea. Sorry about that. Call came in. No, mama's work is never done. Never, never done. Later, Jim. Enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you, my chatters. Too. Thank you for tuning in to me for such an unplanned, impromptu conversation. It was just something that I had to get out and wanted to share with everybody. Truly my pleasure. Oh, Tajay, prayers going up to you too, my love. Lux, nothing happened, boo. I promise you, nothing happened. I was just talking about. I was watching videos and just relaxing, and I was just thinking about. And I saw a particular entity. I'll just say that using terms when telling a story. Like they said, or because they and it just got me thinking on a deeper level where how people use that, how narcissists use that so much to form what's called the triangle and triangulation, how they use we or they to validate their statements because they can't stand on their own. They need to bring other people in with them. And that was just really bothersome to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it triggered me. So I had to talk about it. When people use we or they and how I completely shut down, completely shut down. I can't listen any further, especially if you can't tell me who we or they is, you know. I don't even want to have the conversation because it's irritating to me. And I know that it could be possibly bullshit, what follows after you hit me with the they said, you know what I mean? I don't like it. I do not like it. Thank you, Tajay. Prayers to everybody. Thank you, Shell. I know, you know what? I'm fine with even if it's one person that literally makes my day. I'm not, I don't speak for that. I'm not speaking for those reasons when I speak. Carolina, hey baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't speak for those reasons. When I speak, it's from the heart. You know, nobody could have came in this live whatsoever and I still would have recorded it and put it up because eventually the person or whoever needed to receive that message would have, you know what I'm saying? And not shaming anybody else for what they do or how they do things, but me when I speak, it's, especially on my one-on-one, my personal lives, it's something that I had to get out, you know what I'm saying? Not doing it for that. Mm-mm. I'm a voice. I have something to say, and I'm going to say it. And somebody somewhere needs to hear it other than me, you know? And that's just what it is. And how is your Saturday, Carolina? I hope it was good, babe. And I hope you ate something good. And I hope you will eat a little snack or something later. Because I sure know I am, especially since Jim, she just left. She mentioned chicken salad with some crackers. And now I'm like, okay, do I want to go downstairs and make? I don't know if I have any rotisserie chicken or cans of chicken breast left, but if not, the next alternative would be some tuna fish because I can do some tuna and some crackers too. Um, but yeah, she planted that seed and it wasn't even in my thoughts. But see how easy it is to get me distracted with a good snack? Exactly, Lux. We not doing that at all. Don't do me. We not doing that at all. Mm-mm. Don't we they me. Don't do me. Absolutely not. Thank you so much, Miss Keely. I appreciate you, Mama. Right, Lux. Absolutely not. Not doing that at all. Uh-uh. Not listening to your story further. Why would I? It's the chit chatters for me, Carolina. I love it. Hold on, I'm here. Hold on. I love that for you, Carolina. I do. You better dance, girl. Look, say it again for the people that can't hear. Mm-mm. Talk to me when you can be direct. Yes, ma'am. Please and thank you. I would appreciate it. Now we can have a real conversation without others, you know? Hey, my Dee Dee. I'm doing well, baby. How are you? I hope your Saturday was great. I hope it was peaceful. Mine was. Hey, Slim Thick. How you doing, love? How was your Saturday? I'm glad, Dee Dee. I'm glad it was a great day for you. It was a calm day for me. I had my baby girl and my great niecey poo, and just watching those two interact and being around kids is just it's really relaxing. What's the topic? So Dee Dee, I started off, I just had some things on my chest, but the topic was those people that use terms such as we or they to validate their statements. They said or we feel without being able to stand on their own and saying, this is how I feel, and how narcissists form what's called a triangulation. But that was a topic and what I needed to get off my chest. So it'll be up. You can catch the replay. This was unplanned. I didn't have the time or energy to do a video with bells and whistles, on it for you guys. So um, I just came in and made this live so I can get it out, and somebody somewhere needed to hear it. And hopefully, we don't let others put us in that triangle and hold people accountable when they they make those type of statements. Who is they? Who's we? Because I need to know that so we can really have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if you're unable to identify that, then there's no reason to bring we or they into the conversation. I think it's fair. So I mean, granted, I've seen that in the saga as well. It started, the narcissistic triangulation started with this saga. But we also see this in just our day to day lives, saga outside of that. We just see that in our day to day lives, whether it's friends or family or a girlfriend or whatever. When people tell us these stories, they have to come and approach it with a they said sort of thing, as opposed to just standing true into what they feel. So, Shelly Shell, see, all right. Yep, that's what I'm doing. That part, Lux. That's our new slogan. Don't triangle me, bitch. Yes, Dee Dee. Shell, I think I might do. Ugh, I don't know why you and Jim did that, because Jim came in talking about the chicken salad. Now you done brought tuna melt back up. I think I'm gonna just make me some tuna, a nice bowl of tuna, and then I'll make some extra so I can have my crackers and then a tuna melt tonight. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, chatters, I thank you. I need to exactly, Dee Dee. Give it to me straight from the hip. For those just joining, make sure you can catch the replay. This is just something that I had to get out. Do your own research. You never have to take my word on it, but the narcissistic triangulation situation is real. They do that to us often. It can make you feel as if you're insane. You are not crazy. And don't be afraid to ask people who is we and who is they when you're hearing a story. You have that right, period. And if they can't validate who we or they are, then you don't have to validate that conversation until they can speak to you from the hip or directly without the need to include others. So, on that note, my chatters, as always, make sure to hit the like button even afterwards and comment afterwards, because they take those away. And, I'll see y'all around. I'll be chatting. I'll pop up whenever I got something to say. I hope y'all have an amazing evening. I hope you stay peaceful and grounded and never let anybody steal your joy, and stay true to you. Later, chatters.